paying for it. But the problem is that eventually there will be drugs that'll work. One of the questions is, what will we do if they really work? Will we lock them in Fort Knox? What are we going to do? How are we going, you'd have a black market. What would you do? People will pay anything. People are now, because I've done a little research on anorexia nervosa. I mean, there are people doing anything to lose weight. I mean, they're purging, they're vomiting, people will take it. We will have to cope with the way we release drugs once they work. This drug has side effects, and that is part of the deal. So I think they'll always, and I think all drugs have side effects, and we'll cope with it when they come. It's one of the things, but the benefits for this disease are going to be there too. I don't see the fact that someone is disturbed and wants to be anorexic, has anorexia nervosa, which is another disease, is a problem to stop people who are obese losing weight, with a drug that will treat their disease. There are going to be issues to deal with. We haven't got such effective drugs now. That's the point. Yes?
One of your slides, you used the word bariatric.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of that word?
Oh, yes, that's good. It's well, the meaning for us is though that it's bariatric. I shouldn't have. That is surgery to treat, and in this case, it's bariatric surgery which changes the gastrointestinal tract in such a way that the person loses weight. Now, there's 3 different sorts that are used. Sometimes they stick a band, just a band, around the top of the stomach, so it's a bit hard for the food to get in. Other times they actually put a bypass so that the food goes round a different way and misses a lot of the stomach. And then there's a 3rd part where they cut a sleeve, make a very narrow sleeve out of the stomach. In all the cases, probably the more important thing is we change the hormones that make you feel full. And if we could do that, once we find out what we're doing with the more gross surgery, we won't do the surgery, we'll just do the hormone change. We'll just give you the drug. So at the moment, it might seem gross. Again, we'll look back and think, did they do that? But at the moment, it works.
Professor Campbell, thank you very much for a very interesting talk. Would you have time to go back to the slide which talked about discrimination against women in obesity? That I just want, if you could just go to those points again quickly.
All of them?
I just wanted to get that.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Eddie? Yeah. Yes?
I'm conscious I'm saying it. I only know 2 people that have had an operation for the weight.
Bariatric, yeah.
And most of them, after a few months, just return to their original weight.
Ah, yeah. I mean, it just shows you what a disease it is, isn't it, though? I mean, again, so they had probably banding. The banding is the banding. So that possibly doesn't affect any hormones, possibly does just obstruct. If you really work at it, you can get them